Okay, good morning. I wanted to do a little how-to video on creating your own custom Alexa skill, specifically around creating a family tree. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is go to Get Storyline or thestoryline.com and sign up. This is my skills that I've been playing with, but we're gonna look into family tree. So you just click New Skill, and you'll start out with a welcome block. I wrote welcome to your family tree, and then I connected this block to a new block. Who would you like to know more about? And this is where I have just a list of ancestors that people can ask about. So on this list, you simply click add what user says, so the user can say any of these people, and it will take you to them. And we're going to be working with Joseph Jewell. So I added Joseph Jewell. This is my wife's great-grandfather. And we're going to be connect user reply to a blocker step. So if I click create new block, it will do just that. I got a new block here, Joseph Jewell, except this is a mess because I have it set up as a bow tie graph. So we're going to move Joseph Jewell way over here to the right of his son. Oops. Okay. So the user gets taken to Joseph Jewell, and then what do we want to happen? We want Alexa to respond with, okay. Sorry, I'm not sure. What would you like to know about Joseph Warren? And then we got a list of questions. So I like to type all the questions first, but the user might say, when was he born? I also have variations of this. Where was he born? Tell me about his birth. What is his birth date? What are the details of his birth? What city was he born? So any variations of that question. Another question I have is, who did he marry? Again, variations might be, who is his wife? When did he get married? Tell me about his marriage, etc., etc. You might even want to add like, who is his spouse? Lots of variations. And then when did he die? And some variations for that might be, when did he pass away? What are the details of his death? People might ask how he died, and you can add that if you want. I don't have that. And who were his parents? This can be a lot of variations because you want to respond if they ask about mother or father. So who was his mother? Who was his father? Who was his mom? Who was his dad? Tell me about his parents. Yeah. And then I've got siblings. Who were his siblings? And again, this can be a longer one as well. Who were his brothers and sisters? Tell me about his siblings. Did he have any brothers or sisters? Did he have any siblings? And then I'm going to ask about children. Who were his children? We might say, tell me about his kids. Did he have any kids? How many kids did he have? How many children did he have? Whatever variations you want to use. And then lastly, we want a back button. So if the user says back, it can take them back to welcome to your family tree. Or you could have a unexpected user reply, and I tend to send that back to the main question, which is Jewel on here, Jewel Joseph Morin. So if we don't get any of these responses, it'll just ask this again. Okay, let's start answering some of these questions. So we got Jewel here. He's connected to that main piece. If you say his name, but we got to answer these questions. So when was he born? So we're going to click connect user reply to block or step, create new block. It's going to give us a when was he born block. And then we're going to say what she says. And she's going to say, Jewel Joseph was born. And let's see, he's June 18th, 1909. June 18th, 1909 in Cavalier, North Dakota. Great. That's that piece. And then where's this going to go afterwards? So we got this arrow, and we're going to send it back to this main block here, back to the person. So Jewel Joseph, I'm going to say, what would you like to know about him? So that's that first question in that block. You see that little dotted line says, okay, we're going to go here. Once we say that statement, we're going to go back and ask that question. So let's see, who did he marry? Create a new block. What does she say? Joseph Jewel married. Let's see. I don't have his marriage information, but I know he married Iva Emmeline. So married Iva Emmeline. Now, we're going to have the option to have the user go to her. So go to her now. So instead of sending the person right back to the block, we're going to add options. Either yes, you can go to Iva. No, you can't. Or of course, if someone says something other than yes or no, we're going to send them back to Joseph Jewel. Of course, if they say no, we want to go back to Joseph Jewel. Joseph. I keep saying Joseph Jewel. Joseph. Joseph Jewel. Ugh. Jewel Joseph. Early. Okay. But if they say yes, we want to go to a new block. This one's going to be mother, which is Iva Emmeline Oki. Now, got the question, who did he marry? Jewel Joseph married Iva Emmeline Oki. Go to her now. They say yes, it goes to Iva Emmeline. Otherwise, it goes back to Jewel. So let's keep answering these questions. When did he die? So this is more of a simple block. And we're going to say he died August 17th, August 7th, 1984. So Jewel Joseph Morin died August 7th, 1984 in Flint, Michigan. Flint, Michigan at age 25. Again, this is going to go back to Jewel Joseph. What would you like to know about him? Bada boom, bada bing. You see that dotted line? Next question. Who were his parents? So this is going to get into one of those connected blocks again. So I'm going to check my database here. His parents were Eugene and Marie Jean. So, oh yeah, I have a statement about this one. Oops. Wanted to use a standard one, so if we click on somebody else's parents, we can copy that over. So each statement's kind of standard. Oh, that didn't copy. Let's try it again. Copy. So his mother is Marie Jean Goulet. Marie Jean Goulet. His father is Eugene Morin. Ask more about Jewel or his mother or father. So we're not going to click the arrow on this one because we have options. So the user can say Jewel, mother, father. And again, you can add variations. So, they might say Joseph, right? Like I was calling him, or Jewel, Joseph, or him. Or they might say his mother. They might say Marie or Marie Jean. Of course, Marie Jean Goulet. Of course, on the father, they might say Eugene, his father, Eugene Morin. Okay, we got our variations. So it's Jewel. We want the user to go to Jewel. Now, since we don't have blocks for the mother or father, these are going to be new blocks. So, new block. You can start to see how we create our own family tree here. So I like to put mother over here. Mother is actually Jean Goulet. And then if we go to father, create a new block. Father's going to be Eugene Morin. Okay. Parents. Oh, and if you say something else, let's send you back to Jewel. Joseph. Okay, now we're down to siblings. Who were his siblings? Let's see. He had 4 brothers and a sister. So, Jewel Joseph had 4 brothers and 1 sister. Send that back to Joseph. What would you like to know about him? And then finally, his children. Create a new block. Jewel Joseph had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, 4 boys and a girl. 5 children, 4 boys and 1 girl. You could name them if you want. Kenneth, Raymond, Bonnie, Bobby. Kenneth, Raymond, Bonnie, Bobby, and Laverne. Then we want to make sure this gets sent back to Jewel Joseph. What would you like to know about Jewel Joseph? And then we're done with the question blocks. This should go back to welcome to your family tree. And I just, okay. I want to add a piece about audio. So I did that example. I only have an audio block for my great-grandmother. And here she is, Roberta May. If you look here, there's an option to add a short pre-recorded audio. This took me a while to figure out because it's very particular. So you have to use Audacity. This is my Audacity program. This is the audio clip I have. And all these little huhs and stuff I have in the interview, I just had to snip out, and you just take your clip and edit, delete, and it takes that little snip out. So this is my just over 30 seconds. You need to make sure the project rate is at 16,000. It's a specific rate for the Alexa skill.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with
that. And then you export as an MP3. You want to make sure it's at constant bit rate and 40 or 48. What is it? I want to say 48. Let's see if that works. So I'm going to save this. The audio clip is about her grandfather, Grandpa Stockman. So it'll be about her family. So let me go back to this. We'll say Grandpa Stockman. Save that. Oh yeah. You need to have this encoder called Name. Okay, let me just get the Name encoder. Name encoder for Audacity. Oof. That's a lot of clicking to get to an installer. I promise it goes quick. Okay. Let's see if that worked. Grandpa Stockman. Let's save it. Okay, that worked. Now if I go back to my storyline here, I've got a tell me about her parents piece, or I can add it to tell me a memory. I'm going to go to the parents piece. Now, I have a couple audio clips, and I have them under random options, so software will just play a random one. But first we need to upload it to Dropbox. So I go to Dropbox. I upload a new file. I find my Grandpa Stockman file. Oops. And hopefully it uploads. Let's see. Grandpa Stockman right there. So then I got to go to share, create link, copy link. Then I'm going to make it, even though it's under the parents category, I'm just going to enter the URL, except I need to change it a little bit. So right by Dropbox, I'm going to hit dl.dropbox usercontent.com. Then hit enter. Looks like this one's not correct either. I might start with the FA. Which document is that? Family personalities, probably. So take that out, fix it with this one, copy link, add that as well. And again, we need to change the URL to dl.dropboxusercontent.com. Oops, I don't think I did that. Let's try it again. User content DL. Okay, so now we got 3 random options for tell me about her parents. So lastly, again, I know it's a lot of work, but it's a super fun little thing to do. So I'm going to hit deploy. If you are not already connected to Amazon and your devices, you'll have to set that up. But it was pretty quick. And then I noticed that it updates even without hitting deploy, but sometimes it's a little buggy. So make sure you update. Takes a few minutes for that to happen, and then we will test out our new skills. Okay, we got that green check saying deployed, and we'll test it out. Alexa, turn on my family tree.
Sorry, I didn't find my family tree.
Alexa, start my family tree.
Welcome to your family tree. Who would you like to know more about?
Joseph Jewel Morin.
Okay, what would you like to know about Jewel Joseph Moron?
Tell me about his parents.
His mother is Marie Jean Calais and his father is Eugene Moron. You can ask more about Jewel, or his mother or father.
Tell me about his siblings.
Okay, what would you like to know about Jewel Joseph Moron?
Did he have any brothers and sisters?
Jewel Joseph had 4 brothers and 1 sister. Okay, what would you like to know about Jewel Joseph Moron?
Back.
Welcome to your family tree. Who would you like to know more about?
Roberta Harrington.
Welcome to your family tree. Who would you like to know more about?
Roberta May Harrington.
Welcome to your family tree. Who would you like to know more about?
Grandma Great.
Welcome to your family tree. Who would you like to know more about?
We're stuck in a loop. Grandma Great.
Welcome to your family tree. Who would you like to know more about?
Grandma Wasson.
Okay, what would you like to know about Kay?
Tell me about her parents.
Her mother is Roberta Thompson and her father is John Harrington. You can ask more about Kay, or her mother or father.
Her mother.
Okay, what would you like to know about Roberta? Ask about family or memories.
Tell me about her parents.
Her mother is Lulu Mae Stockman and her father is Elmer Robert Thompson. My dad talked to everybody, man. He had a big mouth. Mama was real shy.
We're going to see if we can get that audio clip about Grandpa Stockman.
Well, I got blamed for a lot of stuff that I didn't do because when so Mama, people tell her, Mom, she did it, and I say I didn't do it. She played 2 people before she played me. But I got a lot of things I really needed. Okay, what would you like to know about Roberta? Ask about family or memories.
Tell me about her parents.
Her mother is Lulu Mae Stockman and her father is Elmer Robert Thompson. My dad talked to everybody, man.
We got the same one.
Mama was real shy, hardly ever left the house. Just never learned to drive. And my twins were, well, I got blamed for a lot of stuff that I didn't do because the twins told Mama. People tell her, Mom, she did it, and I say I didn't do it. She played 2 people before she played me. But I got a lot of things I really needed. Okay, what would you like to know about Roberta? Ask about family or memories.
Tell me about her parents.
Her mother is Lulu Mae Stockman and her father is Elmer Robert Thompson. My dad talked to everybody.
Oh, we still get the same one. So maybe the random piece isn't working very well. Okay. Well, you get the idea. That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed.